Hello children, welcome to AIMS India's online classes. Do you remember what we learnt in the previous class? Yes, we learnt about divisibility rules of 2, 3, 5, 9 and 10. Now in today's class, let us look at factors. What are we going to learn? About factors. Now Raj here has 10 potted plants. He wants to arrange the flower pots in a rectangular flower bed with the same number of plants in each row. Help Raj to find the different possibilities. Now these 10 pots he wants to arrange in a rectangular flower bed. Okay, rectangle, you know the shape of rectangle, right? Yes. And how should he arrange? That there are same number of flower pots in each row. Understood children? In each row there should be same number of flower pots. Now we should help Raj to find out the different ways in which he can arrange them. Let us discuss the different possibilities. Arrangement 1. All the 10 flower pots in one row. In one row, that is 1 into 10. What are they saying? Are you looking here? All the 10 flower pots are arranged in a single row, children. Is this possible? Yes, we can arrange all of them line by in a single row. Next, another possibility. So here in one row, so 1 tens are 10. One row, and in each row we are having 10. So 1 tens are 10. We are having one row, and in that row we are having 10 pots. Yes, so 1 tens are 10. Next, arrangement 2. 5 flower pots in each in 2 rows. Again, now how are we going to arrange? We are going to arrange it in 2 rows, children. So that in each row we'll get how many pots? 5 pots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're having 2 rows, and in each row there are 5 flower pots. So 2 5s are becomes 10. Now next we are not going to arrange it in 3 rows. Suppose if we are arranging it in 3 rows, then we'll have 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. So this will be 9 and one pot will be remaining. But Raju wants, what does he want? He wants equal. He wants the same number of plants in each row. So in each row there should be same number of plants. So that is why arrangement in 3 and 4 rows is not possible. Now if you are going for 4 rows, see we have 1 2 3 4, then 5 6 7 8. So we are going to arrange it in 4 rows, right? Sorry. We have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, now 2 pots will be remaining. I cannot keep half of pot in each row, right? Yes, so I cannot keep that. So again, arrangement in 4 rows is not possible. Now coming to 2 flower pots each in 5 rows. See how many rows are we having? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 rows, and in each row we are having 2 flower pots. Yes or no, children? In each row we are having exactly 2 pots. So what will be the total number of pots? Sorry, total yes. So 5 rows into 2 pots in each row. That is nothing but in total 10 pots can be arranged. Next, arrangement 4. 10 rows and 1 flower pot in each row. See here we are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 rows. And in each row how many flower pots do we have? We have only 1 flower pot in each row. So 10 rows into 1 pot in each row will be equal to again 10. So now these 4 multiplication facts represent the arrangements. 1 into 10 is equal to 10. 2 5s are 10. 5 2s are 10. And 10 ones are 10 children. Yes, see, 1 row and 10 pots in each row, and 2 rows and 5 pots in each row, 5 rows and 2 pots in each row, 10 rows and 1 pot in each row. In each multiplication fact, there are 2 multiplicants and they divide their product exactly. So what are they saying? Here we have 2 multiplicants. 1 and 10 are our multiplicants, and what is the product? Here 10 is the product. What are they saying? These 2 multiplicants divide the 10 exactly. See here, 1 tens are 10. Now is 10 divisible by 1? Yes, see, 10 divisible by 1. 1 ones are 1 when we subtract 0, 0 brought down, 1 zeros are 0 when we subtract, 0 will be our remainder. So 1 divides 10 exactly, and does 10 divide 10 exactly? Yes, see here, 10 has 0 in the ones place, so it is exactly divisible by 10. Yes children, we learned it in the divisibility rule, right? Yes, so here 10 is having 0 in the ones place, so it is exactly divisible by 10. Coming to 2 into 5. Now here 10 is having 0 in the ones place, so it is exactly divisible by 2. Again, as it is having 0 in the ones place, it is exactly divisible by 5 as well. Yes or no? From the divisibility rules, we can say this. So these numbers 1, 10, 2 and 5. The same numbers are repeated here. See, 5, 2, 10 and 1. So the numbers with these numbers 1, 10, 2 and 5 divide our 10 exactly. So the numbers which divide a number exactly are known as our factors, children. What are they called as? Factors. 1, 10, 2 and 5 become our factors. Okay, when you write a multiplication statement like this, the two numbers that we are multiplying become the factors of our product, that is 10. Understood? So we are having two numbers 2 and 5 here, which we are multiplying to get 10, and these two numbers will divide the product exactly. So they are called as our factors, children. Understood? See here, 1 and 10 become the factors of 10. Not only for 10, you can also take any number, say 6. We have 2 3s are 6. Yes or no? So 2 and 3 become our factors of 6, children. Is 6 divisible by 2? Yes, see. 6 divided by 2. We have 2 3s are 6. When we subtract, 0 is remaining. Yes or no? So 6 is exactly divisible by 2. Again, 6 is divisible by 3 as well. We have 3 2s are 6, and when we subtract, 0 will be our remainder. So what do 2 and 3 become? 2 and 3 become our factors. Why? Why? Because they divide 6 exactly. That is, when 6 is divided by these two numbers, the remainder is 0. Okay, so 2 and 3 are called as the factors of 6. Apart from 2 and 3, we have 1 6 are 6 also. So 1 and 6 are also the factors of the number 6. Okay children, the concept of factors, again let me repeat. The numbers which divide a number exactly are known as factors. So when I say 2 divides 10 exactly, then 2 becomes the factor of 10. See here, now we are having the number 10 divided by the number 6. 6 ones are 6, and when we subtract, 4 is remaining. Now is the remainder 0? No. Now what does that mean? That 6 is not a factor of 10. Why? Why? Because it does not divide the number completely. If here the remainder was 0, then 6 would have been the factor of 10. But what do we have as the remainder? We are having 4 as the remainder. So 10 is not divisible by 6 children. So 6 is not a factor of 10. Now coming to 21 divided by 5. We have 5 fours are 20, and when we subtract, 1 is our remainder. Again, 21 is not completely divisible by 5. So 5 is not a factor of 21. See, if we apply the divisibility rule here, we are having the number 21. We have to check whether it is divisible by 5. If you look at the ones place, it is having 1. Is it divisible by 5? No. It should have either 5 or 0 in the ones place. So even without division, we can say that 5 is not a factor of 21. But here 18 ones are 18. Yes, we have 2 nines are 18 and 3 6 are 18. Yes or no? So the numbers 1, 18, 2, 9, 3 and 6. Okay, 1, 18, 2, 9, 3 and 6 become our factors. But when you are writing the list of factors, children, so what is the list here? 1, 18, 2, 9, 3 and 6. Yes, 1, 18, 2, 9, 3 and 6. But when you are writing the list of factors, make sure that you write all the factors in ascending order. It will look very nice, and that is the procedure for writing. We have 1, 2, 3, 6, 9 and 18. See, 1, 2, 3, 6, 9 and 18. Okay children, first you can write the multiplication facts for the given number and then list out all the factors in ascending order from small to big. Now what are the factors of 18 here? 1, 2, 3, 6, 9 and 18. Now method of finding factors of a given number. Write all the possible multiplication facts for a given number and then list its factors. Okay. Now here we have to find out the factors of 30. How will we find out? We need to write all the possible multiplication facts. Now first we need to check with one table. Yes, we have 1 30s are 30. Next, will it come in 2 table? It is having 0 in the ones place, so it is divisible by 2. We have 2 15s are 15. Next we have 3. When we add the digits 3 plus 0, we'll get 3 as our sum. It is a multiple of 3. So 30 is again divisible by 3. 3 tens are 30. Next, it is not divisible by 4 children. It does not come in 4 table. Now coming to table 5. It is having 0 in the ones place. So yes, it is divisible by 5. 5 6 are 30. So only these are the tables in which 30 comes. Multiplications in which 30 comes. So what should you do? List out all the factors in ascending order. 1, then 2, then 3, then 5, then 6, then we have 10, 15 and 30. All these become our factors of the number 30 children. Okay. Next, what should we do? We should find out the factors of 12 and 24. See, for 12, we have 1 12s are 12, 2 6 are 12. Yes or no? 3 4s are 12. That's it. 12 comes only in these 3 tables. Okay, you might say we have 4 3s are 12, 6 2s are 12, 12 ones are 12 also. Yes, but here if you look, these numbers are already repeated children. Yes, so as the numbers are already repeated, okay, you need not again write these numbers. Understood? See, here we have 3. So what are the factors of 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 12. These 6 numbers become the factors of 12. And I hope you can try how to write the factors for 24. Yes. Now next, properties of factors. Write the factors of following numbers and answer the question. The factors of 6 would be 1, 2, 3 and 6. 1 6 are 6 and 2 3s are 6. Yes. Next, the factors of 16 would be 1 16s are, 2 8s are. That's it. And 4 4s are 16. Yes or no? So 1, 2, 4, 8 and 16 are the factors of 16. Now when it comes to 20, we have 1, 2, 4, 5, 10 and 20 are the factors of 20. When it comes to 24, we have 1, see, 1 24s are 24, 2 12s are 24, 3 8s are 24, 4 6 are 24. Yes, 4 6 are 24 and then it does not come in 5 table. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12 and 24 are the factors of 24. Coming to 36, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 12, 18 and 36 children. So all these are the factors of the given numbers. Now after writing, let me erase. Let us answer the question. But where are the questions here? There are not any questions here. I think something is wrong. Okay, but so these are the factors for the given numbers. Now coming to multiplication facts. Fact number 1. 1 is a factor of every number since it divides the number exactly. See, even if you observe the given factors, 1 is a factor of every number, children. Even without thinking, you can write 1 in the list of factors. Why? Because it divides every number exactly. See, 10 divided by 1, 10. 14 divided by 1, 14. In any case, the remainder will always be equal to 0. So what is a factor of every number? 1 is a factor of every number. Next, factor 2. Every number is a factor of itself since the number divides itself exactly. Again, if you observe here, we are having 6 is a factor of 6, 16 is a factor of 16, 20 is the factor of 20, 24 is the factor of 24 and 36 is the factor of 36. So what are the common things that we learned? 1 will be the factor of every number and every number will also be the factor of itself. So suppose if I say the number 11, we know for sure that 1 and 11 are its factors. That is 1 and the number itself. So for any given number, these two are compulsory factors, children. What are they? 1 and the number itself. Why is the every number factor? Because it divides itself exactly. Now when we divide 10 and 10 divided by 10, 10 ones are 10 and when we subtract 0 becomes our remainder. Next, fact 3. The number of factors of a number is countable. For example, the factors of 6 are 1, 2, 3 and 6. That is, 6 has 4 factors. What are they saying? We have listed down all the factors of the given number, right? So can we count how many factors each number has? Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. 6 has 4 factors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 16 has 5 factors and so on. So what can we say? We can exactly count the number of factors each number has. Next, every factor of a number is less than or equal to the given number. If we observe the factors, children, 1, 2, 3 and 6. 1, 2, 3 are less than 6 and this 6 is equal to the number. So every factor is less than or equal to the given number. Suppose if I take the number 10, it is greater than 6. So it cannot be the factor for 6. Understood? So every factor is always less than or equal to the given number. Next, fact 5. Every factor is an exact divisor of the number. For example, the factors of 6 are 1, 2, 3 and 6. Note that each one divides 6 completely. What are they saying? Every factor is an exact divisor of the given number. Yes, what is factor? Factor is the number that divides another number completely. So every factor divides another number completely. That is why it becomes the factor, children. If the factor does not divide the number completely, it cannot be our factor. So these were the multiplication facts of the facts of factors. What were they? 1 is a factor of every number. Every number is a factor of itself. The number of factors are countable. And every factor of a number is less than or equal to the given number. And every factor is an exact divisor of the given number. Now coming to the multiples. Read the sentence given below and find the meaning of the word multiple. A juice sells its products in quantities of 250 ml, 500 ml, 750 ml, 1 ml in multiples of 2 liters. See, what are they saying? We are having a juice company which sells its products in different quantities like 250 ml, 500 ml, 750, 1 liter and multiples of 2 liters. Now what is a multiple? Multiple is obtained by multiplying two numbers. For example, if we want a multiple of 6, okay, 6 2s are 12. When we multiply 6 with 2, we get 12. So 12 becomes a multiple of 6 and also it becomes a multiple of 2, children. Yes or no? Here we are multiplying 2 with 6 and also we are multiplying 6 with 2. So 12 becomes the multiple of both 6 and 2. Okay, now if we take any multiplication fact, children, okay, what did we learn about today? We learnt about factors and now we are learning about multiples. So if we take any multiplication statement, say 3 4s are 12. Okay, what is it? 3 4s are 12. Now in this 3 4s are 12, the two numbers that we are multiplying, that are 3 and 4, are called as our factors, and the number that we got upon multiplying is called our multiple. Understood, children? The two numbers that we are multiplying together will be our factors. 3 and 4 are the factors of what? Are the factors of 12. 3 comma 4 are factors of 12. And what does 12 become? 12 is a multiple. Multiple of what? Multiple of both 3 and 4, children. Okay, what can we conclude from the multiplication statement? We can conclude that 3 and 4 both are factors of 12 and 12 is a multiple of both 3 and 4. See, the numbers 6 and 2 are known as our factors and the number 12 is known as the multiple. Note that 12 is a multiple of 6 since 6 divides 12 completely. 6 dividing 12. We have 6 2s are 12. When we subtract, 0 becomes our answer. Now here the remainder is 0, which means that 6 is dividing our 12 completely. Yes or no, children? Yes, it means that 6 divides 12 completely. So what does 6 become? 6 becomes our factor and the dividend here becomes our multiple of 6. Okay, divisor becomes our factor and dividend becomes our multiple. Divisor, divisor or, and even in factor we are having or. So or common, divisor becomes our factor and dividend becomes our multiple. In the same way, similarly, 12 is a multiple of 2 since 2 divides 12 completely. Yes, when we take 12 divided by 2, we have 2 6 are 12. Yes or no? And when we subtract, 0 is our remainder. Again, 2 is dividing 12 completely. So here the divisor 2 becomes our factor. Factor for what? 2 is a factor of 12. And what is 12? 12 is a multiple of our 2 children. Understood? 2 is a factor of 12 and 12 is a multiple of 2. Just like if I say, suppose x is the son of y, then what does y become? Y becomes the father of x, father or mother. Yes or no? In the same way, when we say that 1 is a, sorry, what is it? 6 is a factor of 12. 12 becomes the multiple of 6 children. 12 is a multiple of 6. Okay? Now, note here, if we take 12 and 5 together, 12 is not a multiple of 5 since 5 does not divide 12 completely. So, if we divide 12 and 5 together, we have 5 2s are 10 and when we subtract, 2 will be remaining. Yes or no? Yes. So, here our remainder is a number other than 0. That means 5 does not divide 12 completely. So, 5 is not a factor of 12 and 12 also does not become a multiple of 5. Understood? Both factor and multiple. If it is a factor, then it will be a multiple. If it is not a factor, then it will not be a multiple. A number is said to be a multiple of another number if it is divided by the other number completely. Yes children, if it is divided by the other number completely, that means remainder should be 0, then only it is said to be a multiple. Now what is a factor? Factor is a number that divides another number completely. Yes, the divisor here becomes our factor and the dividend here becomes our multiple. So with this we have come to the end of today's class children. What did we learn today? We learnt about factors and multiples. Factor is a number that divides the other number completely and multiple is a number is said to be a multiple of another number if it is divided by the another number completely. And in tomorrow's class